What lurks in the shadows of our collective consciousness, a chilling specter, a question that has haunted Europe since the dawn of the atomic age? Could Europe become a nuclear wasteland? Sail back to the mid-20th century, to a world emerging from the ashes of the Second World War. The United States and the Soviet Union, two superpowers with starkly different visions for the future, were locked in a struggle for global dominance. This was the birth of the Cold War, a conflict defined not by open warfare but by political tension, proxy wars, and most terrifyingly, the nuclear arms race. The threat of mutually assured destruction hung like a shroud over the world, and Europe, wedged between these two titans, was right in the crosshairs. The Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962 brought the world to the brink of nuclear annihilation. The Soviet Union's attempt to deploy nuclear missiles in Cuba, just 90 miles from American soil, was a direct response to the United States' installation of nuclear missiles in Turkey, a stone's throw from the Soviet Union. For 13 nerve-wracking days, the world held its breath as these two nuclear-armed giants stared each other down. Fast forward to the early 21st century, where nuclear threats to Europe have evolved but certainly not disappeared. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 might have ended the Cold War, but it also unleashed a new set of challenges. Loose nukes, unaccounted for nuclear weapons and materials, became a grave concern. The fear that these could fall into the wrong hands, particularly terrorist organizations, has been a persistent worry. In the present day, the geopolitical landscape continues to shift, and Europe remains under the shadow of nuclear threats. North Korea's nuclear ambitions, Iran's nuclear program, and the increasing tension between Russia and NATO all contribute to a complex and volatile situation. Europe finds itself once again in the middle, grappling with the question of nuclear security. So, what have we traversed today? We journeyed from the Cold War era, where Europe was a potential battleground for nuclear superpowers, through the post-Soviet era fraught with the danger of loose nukes, to the present day, where multiple threats converge to keep Europe under the nuclear gun. The nuclear question is as complex as it is terrifying. But understanding its history, its evolution, and its current state is the first step toward grappling with it, toward ensuring that Europe, and indeed the world, never becomes a nuclear wasteland. It underscores the necessity of diplomacy, arms control, and international cooperation in navigating our nuclear future. It's a chilling specter, but one we must face head-on.